15th. Yep. Ron Harris here, live at the Tampa Pro with promoter Tim Gardner. Coverage brought to you by High Tech Pharmaceuticals. Tim, this is the 15th anniversary of the Tampa Pro, correct?
15 years.
Wow. Was this your first pro production?
The first pro, Tampa Pro, 2008.
Wow. So what inspired you to start promoting? Did it start off amateur or was it a pro show from day one?
This was always a ProAm Combo, but I had a little bit of experience with the Hurricane Bay Championships and the Typhoon Bay. Those two, we started in 2001. Wow. So we're in our 22nd year of that.
Yeah, you know, your shows have such big numbers. I remember you broke the record for most competitors in a pro show a couple years ago. Was it 2019?
2019, we were numbered at 321, in something like 48 countries. Wow. Yeah.
That has not been matched since, correct?
Not through the pandemic, no.
No, and I mean even today, this weekend, you still have over 300 people.
Yeah, we fell short of the record, but still very proud of all the athletes that are here.
And I mean, the amazing thing is we had a global pandemic for 2 years. Everything was shut down, masks and distancing and all that crap. The show always went on. You know, were you determined to keep this thing going the whole time? All your shows went on.
Well, we were very fortunate to be in the state of Florida. But yeah, that was our commitment to the athletes. You know, most athletes, as you know, playing out even as far as a year out. And we wanted to make sure that we had on the calendar whether we could have an audience or you know, the main thing was just get the athletes on stage, qualify for the Olympia, qualify for the Nationals.
Yeah. So I think obviously Tampa's a great location. That's why people love the show. But anyone who's done your shows, they want to come back because you go over and above for these athletes. These trophies, beautiful sculptures, swords. I remember you used to have axes, all kinds. You moved on to samurai swords this year.
Yes.
Even backstage, you have all kinds of treats for them when they're all done, the pizza, the cookies and everything. You know, what inspired you to treat the athletes so well? Because I've been to a lot of pro shows and they don't all have these kind of amenities.
I guess, you know, first and foremost, being an athlete myself, being backstage, and always just thinking like, you know, what if the promoter did this for the athlete or maybe did a different kind of award or presented him in a different way. And then, of course, being a coach, going to backstage of the Arnold, the Olympia, and going, you know what, we can still do a little more, even though this is the pinnacle of our sport, these venues. I felt like that we could still decorate the athlete, and not just the winners, but all the athletes as they came in.
So what inspired the ProAm Combo? Because I could see these men and women, the amateurs, they're so excited to be among all the pros competing, because, you know, these are the people they see. I would have said magazines, but this is the era of digital. These are the people they look up to, and they actually get to compete on the same stage, pump up room, the same thing. I mean, you hear a lot of the amateurs telling you that's why they chose this show?
Well, you know, that was the main concept, is to show the amateurs that the pros, and I always use Phil Heath as an example, you know, because I remember when Phil Heath, you know, he was Junior Nationals, USA Term Pro, all the way to the Colorado Pro, just like that. But he was still just a nervous kid, you know, coming off the basketball courts out of Denver, and I said, even the champions, the champion of champions, are very nervous as well. And I wanted to show them that even though I tell them that they're the featured guest posers for the weekend, but now we're going to have, in conjunction with the NPC portion, we're going to have a pro component that's going to have every pro category. So it took a while. It took, in the early days, a lot of pinching pennies to get the sanction fees, the prize monies, but to be able to say that every year we're going to commit to having every pro category, and now a plethora of master categories as well. It's just all come together, but the synergy of everyone getting on board and supporting the show, the sponsors, the league, Jim Manion, Tyler Manion, it's a mixing bowl of a lot of success.
And it's a lot of hard work on your part. I remember one time seeing you the night before the show, and I think I asked you how much sleep have you gotten? And you said like 2 hours in the last 3 days or something like that.
Yeah, that's pretty much par for the course with the shows. Eileen is my wife, has maybe improved on that. At least she sleep about 4 or 5 hours a night. But it's you know, we've had some tough moments, but they've always worked out well.
Yeah, I mean, testimonies all around of success. This place is packed, and people love the show. So congratulations, Tim. 15 years strong here at the Tampa Pro. Another 15 years, we hope, coming right up. And I know you're very busy, so I'll let you get back to it, and I appreciate you taking the time.
Thank you.
Tim Gardner Productions, Tampa Pro, and all information, guys, TimGardnerProductions.com for all the future shows, pay-per-views, and all that good stuff. Ron Harris, thanks. See you next time.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, Tim.
All right, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.